everyone, it's Lauren J. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I like to do get ready with me style videos using products that are new to me, or just need a little bit more love in my collection. Today I'm going to continue with using products that need more love in my collection. Have not brought anything in new yet, however, the Chanel second part of the summer release comes out next week, so I should have something new next week, but because of that, I'm going to keep using products that need more love. So if you're interested in what I come up with, keep watching. All right, so it is full-fledged summer in the town that I live in. Today is our art fair Saturday, and I'm going to art fair. And because of that, I'm going to be using a lot of my summer Chanel products, a lot of my more colorful products. And I've got a product that I am almost ready to retire. One last go around, but let's get into the look. I have already done skincare sunscreen. I have done my brows with the Chanel Stylo Sourcils in Brun Clair, and I have primed my eyes with the Mercier Caviar Eye Stick in Vanilla Kiss. That is a matte. Today I am going to start with my Byzance Parure Venetienne, because this is a really beautiful green shade. The reason I didn't pick up the new Jade Facette in the Chanel singles that just came out is because I have this shade right here, and I know they're not identical, but they pretty much have the same effect to me, and I'm going to keep using this one because it is this beautiful dual chrome. So I'm just going to go in with this and just layer that on the lid. If you can hear buzzing sounds, my neighbors decided to cut down a tree today, so they've been doing that since just after 8 this morning. Just the things you gotta deal with sometimes. I have my bedroom windows closed, but not any of the other windows because it's gonna be hot today, so I cannot do that. So it's got that beautiful green iridescent shifty thing going on. I'm also just going to throw a little bit of this peachy shade in the crease. Just to kind of give a little bit of shadow there. As you can see, it's not super pigmented, but it does give a little bit more of definition to the crease. And the peachy tone mixes really beautifully with this green shade. I still think that these, at least these two quads from the Byzance collection, are some of the best quads that they've come out with in a really long time. I just really adore them. I use them all the time, all year round. Next is one of my staples of the summer. It is the Chanel Stylo Yeux Waterproof in Bleu Abysse. This was the limited edition shade that came out with the first part of the summer collection. I adore this color. I use it all the time. I just love the blue pigmentation in it. I love the violet tinge, and it goes really beautifully with this green shade, surprisingly. I think it just really gives some beautiful definition while giving some beautiful color. And again, I really enjoy the way that it looks with the sort of contrasting, well, not really contrasting, but sort of the green shade here. I think it just looks, I think it looks just super defined and pretty. And I'm gonna go in with another one of the Stylo Yeux. This is in Beige Lumiere. This is the limited edition one that came out earlier this year. Winter, I think. Cannot remember, but I use this constantly on the inner corner of my eye and out here, just to give a little bit of illumination where I have some dark spots. Not dark spots, but dark pigmentation over here. And it just, I think, helps to just lift a little bit of what's going on. Not putting it super, not really layering it on, because I don't want it to accentuate the lines under my eyes, although honestly they're just there. They're going to be there. They're part of who I am. I don't need to hide them, I just don't need to accentuate them. So just lifting up the eye a little bit with this color. I know the other color that came out with this collection is more popular for the upper lid, I think, and I just really enjoy this for sort of the detail work that you can do with it. I do agree that it is a little bit lackluster on the upper lid. It's just illuminating, it's not really defining. So that is what I use it for, is a little illuminator. But if you use it with a dark shadow on the upper lash line, I think it could look pretty cool. You would just have to layer it quite a bit. So I'm really glad that I picked both of these up. These have been staples for me. I used to love the Stylo Yeux back when I purchased Chanel 10, 15 years ago, probably 20 years ago at this point. And I'm glad that they're still just a staple of product when I started repurchasing them. I actually just repurchased 3 more of them in sort of basic colors. I did an Ulta order. I had $150 worth of points because I couldn't think of anything I wanted to spend them on. So I bought 3 of the Stylo Yeux in basic colors, so black, brown, and marine, the one that is the navy blue matte. And then I also picked up a regular color of the Noir Allure, the black color of the Noir Allure mascara. So I picked up a bunch of staples. 4 items from Chanel were a little over $150. I paid about $1.50 for them with all of my points. So yeah, I have purchased makeup, I just haven't bought anything new. Another thing that has become a staple product for me this summer is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I bought this last year and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy it right now as more of a concealer primer product. It's very brightening on me, especially in the summer because this is shade number 1, but it's just so smooth and easy. You don't need much, at least for my skin tone. I don't need very much. I don't need to layer a ton on, but as you can see, it gets rid of dark circles and helps the more yellowy tone of the number 1, helps to get rid of some of the redness, because when I wear sunglasses all summer, I get drier, redder spots right here because I sweat, and the sweat sticks against, you know, it's sitting between the plastic of the glasses and my skin, so it tends to get a little bit red and then a little bit dry. So I just tend to get that, and it just really helps to cover those up, correct. And then I do like it on my nose as well. And then just little cover up spots here for little blemishes and things. And this is a product you can kind of use as it suits you best. So it's really nice that way. Definitely worth the money. I really love Danessa Myricks products. I do want to try more of her color products, more of the blushes and the highlighters. I just don't have a need for blushes and highlighters right now. And when I do buy a blush, it's usually the Chanel limited edition collections, so, or the Guerlain terracotta limited editions. I did see that sneak peek of the Guerlain fall collection, which will not be named. It showed up on all of the makeup sneak peek accounts and then was quickly taken down. But it appears to be a collab that is very interesting, a little surprising to me, but then I looked it up, just did a little Googling, and it appears they have collabed with this company twice before, once in 2007 and once in 2012. So it's not really a new collab, but it is sort of a new color scheme for the collabs they have done, because it looks like the past ones have been more blue and green. This one looks to be more primary reds, blacks, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I don't know that I would actually use the quad if I picked it up, but I might just pick it up because of the cover. I might just, and then of course, you know, you have the sun-kissed, you have the sun-kissed powder, the terracotta powder, and then you've got the Meteorites. What's not to love there? Back to Danessa Myricks though, my second product from her that's been doing me well this summer is the Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint in, this is in 3, and a little bit brightening for me. And I don't have to use much combining it with the Blurring Balm powder. I just let it correct all sort of the red and deep, or I just let it correct all the red and bluer spots of my skin. As you can see, it's not completely covering. I've still got the pigmentation on my nose. Some of that still shows through, you know, you can still see my freckles. I'm not looking for that much coverage. I did finish up my Chanel Water Fresh tint already, and I have not repurchased. I usually repurchase the medium light in the summer. However, I just want to go with my Danessa Myricks for now. That is working for me beautifully. However, I do have the Water Fresh blush, which I purchased last year. I don't really know anymore. This came out relatively recently in the Beige line. This is the one in Deep Apricot. I love these blushes. They're a liquid blush. You don't need that much. This one's very deep for my skin tone. However, I just use a half pump. Literally just that much. And you can see it's almost halfway gone now, so I am going through this pretty quickly. And I just use the Chanel number 101 blush brush. It just gives a really nice terracotta tint to my skin. Defines and sort of bronzes a little bit. Puts the color back into my face where I want it. Maybe you should use a little bit more. It's always a little bit dangerous to use a little bit more of this product. Because as you see, once you start to build it up, it can get a little bit deep for me, but I do need a little bit on my nose. My chin, and just down the sides of my neck. Learning how to use my products in a specific way or a different way to complement what's going on with the look that I like has been really beneficial for me and has allowed me to not have to go out and purchase new products just because this one doesn't work exactly right for me. And I'm not saying you have to make your makeup work if you don't like it. Absolutely not. I'm just saying that's how I prefer to do it because I don't want to have to return something or repurchase something. I just want to figure out how to make it work for me. And then another staple for me this summer has been the Guerlain Meteorites. This is the one from the holiday collection. And it works really, really well with the Danessa Myricks products and with the Chanel products. You can see the dust. But it just really takes everything down and melds it together, smooths the skin, blurs and brightens. And it's a really wonderful alternative to the Hourglass. And I usually use Diffuse the Light in the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. And so if I have one, I don't really need the other. And I did finish up my ambient lighting powder earlier this year. So I did not repurchase because I have the Meteorites. But both really, really good brightening products for me. I'm using the one in Too Light Clair. This one is just the special holiday one. I don't think it's super different from the Too Clair now. I think from what I have seen, it is just a little bit more brightening than the current one. Or maybe just a little bit more luminous, but I have not used that other one. So I know some people have told me there's no difference. Some people have told me there is a slight difference. So just love this sort of Art Deco / Art Nouveau kind of little piece of artwork right here. Now for a little bit more sparkle, because it's going to be a hot sunny day. Well, hopefully it's going to be sunny. I see a few clouds out there, but it's going to be a hot day. So we're going to use a little bit of the Mermaid Glow, the Balm Essentiel from Chanel. Just dot that here. And on the lip, well, hang on. A little bit on the nose and a bit on, we're just gonna take a bit and pop that over the Beige Lumiere because it just gives a little bit extra pop. And maybe just a little bit more. Put that down for now. And we are going to go into my other lovely staple. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. Beautiful peachy shade. And again, I've said this many times, but I just love how this blurs and plumps my lips. And then to just give it a little sparkle, I'm going to go in again with the Balm Essentiel. This is a multi-use product, so just put a little bit of sparkle on there. And then I am finally, this is going to be my last use of this, I think. This is the Rouge Coco Gloss in 804 Rose Naif. I purchased this a few years ago because Michelle Wong raved about it. It is a really beautiful plumping gloss. There is nothing in it. There's no mint or pepper or anything. It's just a regular gloss that just volumizes your lips because of the formula. So as you can see, it's pretty much empty, and I think this is going to be my last use. I don't think I need to go in and pop the stopper out or anything. I just want to give it its last hurrah and pop that over the Charlotte Tilbury and the Balm Essentiel. And I may repurchase in the future, but I do have a couple other Rouge Cocoa glosses. I have Burnt Sugar and Melted Honey, and I will use those more this summer. I also have the little sample of the Wet Oil Lip Gloss from Kosas, which is very similar to this. It's just a little bit peachier, but it gives you that same sort of plumping, wet look, glossy look on your lips. But yeah, I think this is its last hurrah. This is going in the empties, so thank you so much, Rouge Naif. You have done your duty. And then we're not done yet, because it's summer, it's art fair. Use the colorful mascaras, okay? So today we're going to use both of these. I'm gonna try a new thing. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but we're gonna do this. These mascaras only last for a few months, so while I have them, I'm going to use them. I have the Rouge Noir Allure in Lilas, and the I have the Noir Allure in Lilas and the Noir Allure in Orange Bruni. I'm going to use these together, so I'm going to go into Lilas first and do the inner corner. I think this looks so pretty with the green and the blue and the violet, or the lilac. It looks like this beautiful rainbow color that I really, really love. And then with a little peach in the crease. I'm gonna put a little bit more down here. I'm just gonna use that one on my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna go again. And just on the inner half of the lash, the upper lash line, and then the lower lash line. Okay, pray for me. We're going to go in with Orange Bruni and hopefully not get violet mascara all over this, but we're going to put this on the outer part of the lash. And I think this looks so beautiful against the blue. It looks cool. Very cool. And this one defines a little bit more because it is deeper. It's got a bit of, it's got red and brown in it, so it's going to define my lashes and deepen them a little bit more, whereas the Lilas just kind of coats and colors, but doesn't really define or do that much unless it's, again, something that really pops like the blue. Okay, jewelry is on and hands are washed and my mascara wand, it has survived. This is the finished look. So again, as I said before, life is short. Wear the colorful mascara. So I have both of the Noir Allure colorful mascaras from summer 2024 on my eyes. Lots of staple favorites on, glowy complexion. I'm sure I'm gonna be sweating a lot, so I don't need a lot of foundation or anything on my face. And this just makes a nice light layer that I don't really have to worry about. And I am happy with the color because, again, this is art fair. I'm gonna be wearing dark sunglasses and I will take them off and people can see what an arty, cool person I am with my lashes. That's the theory. Real life is probably different, but I really don't care. I like it. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any of those would be welcome. All of them would be deeply, deeply appreciated. And I will see you in the next one.